Welcome to lesson 7-6. Tonight we're going to be dividing decimals by a whole number. Dividing decimals is a lot like dividing whole numbers. The rules are similar, but with one important extra step. Be careful to move the decimal to the correct number of places.
Mia's soccer team had a car wash to raise funds for cleats, new uniforms, and new soccer balls. Mia was in charge of splitting the money the team earned equally 3 ways. The team raised $90.60. Let's divide this total evenly 3 ways. The first step is to set up the division problem like you normally would. The total funds raised is $90.60, our dividend. Since 90 and 60 hundredths is the same as 90 and 6 tenths, we can drop the 0 while we divide. That goes under the line. We want to split it 3 ways, so that's our divisor. It goes to the left. Now, remember to bring the decimal point from the dividend up to the quotient. It's best to do this first, so we don't forget. Now we can start dividing. Next, divide as you normally would with whole numbers. 3 goes into 90 and 6 tenths, 30 and 2 tenths times. Finally, check your answer by multiplying the divisor and the dividend. If the answer is the quotient, you know you got it right. 30 and 2 tenths times 3 does equal 90 and 6 tenths. The answer is 30 and 2 tenths, or $30.20. That means the track team can put $30.20 each towards new cleats, new uniforms, and new soccer balls. They're going to need a few more fundraisers if they want to buy all that stuff.
Let's do a few more examples together. Our first example is 6 and 48 hundredths divided by 4. The first step you have to do with dividing decimals is to move your decimal point directly above where it is. Now I start dividing. 4 goes into 6 one time. 1 times 4 is 4. Subtract. Bring down the 4. It is now 24 because remember that decimal moved up. 4 goes into 24 6 times. 6 times 4 is 24. Subtract, bring down my 8. 4 goes into 8 2 times. 2 times 4 is 8. So I have a remainder of 0. 6 and 48 hundredths divided by 4 is 1 and 62 hundredths. Let's take a look at our next problem. The first thing I need to remember to do is to move that decimal place up directly above where it is. 3 goes into 7 2 times. 2 times 3 is 6. Subtract, bring down the 3. 3 goes into 13 4 times. 4 times 3 is 12. Subtract, bring down the 2. 3 goes into 12 4 times. 4 times 3 is 12. Subtract. I have a remainder of 0. 7 and 32 hundredths divided by 3 is 2 and 44 hundredths. Your next problem that we'll be doing together is 4 and 50 hundredths divided by 5. Remember they said in the video, could I do this, erase this 0? Is that still the same problem? It is. Either way would work. First thing I need to remember to do is bring up my decimal. 5 goes into 4 0 times. 5 goes into 45 9 times. 9 times 5 is 45. Subtract. Bring down the 0. 5 goes into 0 0 times. 0 times 0 is 0. My answer is 90 hundredths. Remember, 90 hundredths is equal to 9 tenths. They're the same exact number. So either one would have worked if I would have left my 0 at the end of 4.5 or if I would have erased it. One last one that we're going to practice together. What's the first step? Add up your decimal. 9 goes into 3. 9 goes into 36 4 times. 9 times 4 is 36. Subtract, bring down the 2. 9 goes into 2 0 times. 9 times 0 is 0. Subtract, bring down the 7. 9 goes into 27 3 times. 3 times 9 is 27. Subtract. My answer is 4 3/100. One thing you always want to remember is above every number here in the dividend, there has to be a number in the quotient or the answer. So don't forget that you always need to have those zeros above numbers to match up. For your notes tonight, you need to fill in the blank. 7-6. The first thing to do while dividing a decimal with a whole number is to what? Fill in the blank. We will check them tomorrow. Have a great night.